Okay, we're gonna start now. Mommy, wow. Okay. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel and happy Heritage Day. As you can see, I'm sitting here with my mom and we are going to be talking to you guys about our little multiculturally diverse family and what a heritage means to us. Are you ready? Okay, so basically I am half Zulu, half Xhosa. My mom is Zulu and my dad is Xhosa, which makes us I don't want to say a blended family, a multicultural family. And it has been a little bit of a struggle for me because I grew up speaking English. That's my first language, home language, all of that in one. So I speak English most of the time, probably 85% of the time I speak English because I'm comfortable in English. I do know Xhosa and Zulu somewhat, but it's not that great. What? It's okay. I can get by. I can get by, basically, is what she's saying.
Barely.
Wow. I can get by. But it's been like a big issue, like in school. Not like a big issue, but it's like people always made fun of me or called me like a coconut and Oreo because I only really spoke English because I'm comfortable in English, and like speaking to other people in Xhosa or Zulu, it just doesn't sound as good as people who are first language speakers. So I would rather speak English rather than to make a fool of myself and say something and then it's like awkward. But like, I don't know if you classify that as bullying. Okay, I was bullied. And yeah, okay, some days I did cry. I got emotional because it hurt. Like, I just feel like it's not my fault. It's not anyone's fault. I just feel like I speak English. That should be just an accepted thing. It doesn't make me any less of a black person just because I speak English over Xhosa or Zulu, just because I don't know it as well. But I mean, I try though, so it's not like the biggest issue. But speaking about like bullying and stuff, have you, as someone who's married to a Xhosa person, in life where you're like, okay, that was not hurtful, but it was kind of like offensive just because I'm not Xhosa, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't want to generalize with all Xhosa people, but I feel the place that I'm married to, people are not that were not that accepting of me being Xhosa. But I do feel that it's because they were not comfortable with who they were as well. People don't know who they are. Then it's difficult when you come as an outsider and you trying to find out, asking questions, trying to learn more, because now they don't know. Obviously they're going to be defensive. You come across as if you're interrogating or you're much better than them. The Zulu people are better than us, but you just want to find out things. Because they don't have answers, then it's easy for them to be hostile and say you're trying to be clever or trying to be superior just because they don't know. They also don't know. There's a lot of things that I found that people didn't know. So when I asked to try to be part of the culture, to be part of the clan, the group or whatever, then they were hostile because they didn't know what to say.
Yeah, I also found that like a lot with me. Like if I would say something and then someone would correct me, and then I would ask them, oh, okay, like what's the difference? Because there are some words that are like that seem the same, or like phrases that seem the same, and I would say one, they're like, no, it's not that. Like a lot of people would almost feel like I'm trying to be funny or I'm trying to be rude, but I'm actually like really trying to find out what actually like I'm trying to figure out what's happening. And people always feel like you're trying to, what's the word?
Trying to be funny. Oh, superior.
Yes, superior. Like you're trying to be
Because you're
superior because you're a different culture or you speak a different language. Now you're trying to make their language seem like nothing, basically. But I don't know, like I don't know why people always feel like that. But
Obviously, when people don't know what they're talking about, they're going to be defensive because you're trying to now outshine them to, especially with cultural background, with our cultural background. I don't know if it would happen if I was Tswana or with our cultural background with Zulus and Xhosas. It comes from way back then.
I've always wanted to ask this actually. What is like the biggest difference between Zulu and Xhosa? Because a lot of people say that okay, the languages are kind of similar, and the cultures are just like kind of similar-ish. Like, what's the biggest difference?
Firmer and harsher way, whereas Zulu is more soft and polite in a way that you then Xhosas would come across as they are shouting and they are fighting, whereas they are not, they're just talking. But it's the way maybe their language is structured. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion.
And like also, okay, because I've also wanted to always ask this, like in terms of names and stuff like that, because you know there's like Uzinhle and then like my name Unonhle. Like what, I don't get the difference, because some people will say my name in a different way because obviously in Xhosa it's a T and it's not an H. But like I never understood why it's such a big difference in pronunciation. Not a big difference, but like
Family, we're not big on imisebenzi and very cultural things that people regard as cultural. So I grew up in a Christian family. All I know is church and stuff. So when you go back and ask about a lot of things from my mother or people who are still there, nobody knows much, to be quite honest. So I feel like a heritage and culture to identify themselves to the outside world. I'm Xhosa, so now I must dress a certain way. I'm Zulu, so now I must get married to 5 different people or whatever. Then have 5 wives, 12 wives. Or less of anything.
I think that also comes